Morning guys, it's Sharp Outdoors here. And just pulled the boat out of the water. Figured what better time to do a little walk around review of it when it was nice and shiny. So I've had this boat right at 2 months. I bet I've put 25, 30 hours on it already in that short amount of time. And I absolutely love this thing. There's a few minor things that I want to change on it. Nothing super crazy. Basically, things y'all have probably seen all over YouTube already about this boat. But we'll just start back here at the back. It has the 50 horse Mercury on it. They used to offer a 40. I don't know if you can get the 40 anymore, but it was only like $400 extra to get the 50. So why wouldn't you just get the 50, right? We all want to go fast. This ain't no race boat. You're not going to be out there outrunning skeeters or nothing. It'll do, I've had it doing about 36. It's about what I've maxed it out at. I'm just using a speedometer on my phone. And so you got that 50 horse Merc. My only issue I've had so far is the factory Transom Saver broke off my trailer, and I don't really know where it went after that. So I got this one off Amazon. It's an Atwood, I believe. It just bolted right into the trailer. Sits right on the motor. Zero complaints with it. I think it was like 40 bucks. I'm sure it was something, when I picked the boat up, I'm sure that they had probably put too much pressure on it, and then hitting the bumps down the road, it popped off, I'm betting. Anyways, you got your factory hook 2 transducer. And these straps, I'm not a big fan of. Like, they pop up. This deal just pops and it comes loose. I'm not a huge fan, but they work. They haven't come off going down the road or nothing like that. Nothing really back here. Everything back here is pretty much left alone. This, I put a cabinet shock to hold this open. This will just fall down on top of you. And then I took and rearranged the back end because I fish alone a lot. Factory, your gas tank sits over there long ways, and your batteries sit here in the middle. But when I was in the boat, it felt like the whole boat was trying to lean towards the driver's side. So I just rearranged this. It's a lot more stable feeling now. And then with a passenger, it's still more stable. The factory tank actually has a little fuel gauge on it. There's apparently a frog just went out with me. Didn't even know he was in there. I think that's about it back there. I haven't done anything. One day I'm going to put a battery charger over there. For right now, I just use a battery tender, like for a motorcycle. It's just got almost like a jumper cable hookup, and you just connect it on the terminals. All right, it's coming up towards the front a little further. You got this storage compartment here, which to me is plenty big enough. I got 3 life jackets, the paddle, that's my 2 tackle boxes, and a net in there. And I still have plenty of room. It ain't even organized. If I tried to organize it, I could fit a lot more in there. Good job for Tracker on that. Storage under both seats. In there I keep my wax, my wipe down rags, and the slicker soup in case it rains. And up here, you just got your RPM gauge. Now this bothered me on a lot of videos because it would say 1,000. But when you turn the key, it goes down and then reads like normal. So it doesn't bother me anymore. So you got a 12-volt receptacle, charge your phone or whatever. And on this side, you got your navigation lights, anchor lights, your bilge pump, and your aerator. And then your cup holder, and then the factory hook 2 4X transducer, not transducer, but fish finder. And I think I'm gonna move mine up to the bow, just because I feel like I need it more up there than I do anywhere else. And on that side, you got your factory rod storage. I believe it's either 7-foot or 8-foot rods, I can't remember. That's where I keep my wife's and my friends. And in here you got your live well. It has drinks in it apparently. I've had 3 bass in there, totaling 7 pounds probably. It wasn't too bad. I keep my rods up here in the front, just lay them down. And I got this rod strap off Amazon, screws straight in, straps them down. Comes with a Minn Kota Edge trolling motor. It does pretty good. I don't really have any complaint about it. The only reason I would see upgrading that would be for spot lock. I don't really see, it's got plenty of power. It doesn't need more power. And then I guess some guys have had trouble when they go up to the 80-pound thrust, they'll crack this weld right here all the way across. And they'll have to get their boat re-welded. I ain't about that life, so I'm just gonna stick with that one. Or if I do upgrade to something with spot lock, it'll just be a 55, not an 80. I took this pedal, screwed it down to the floor. It's probably one of my favorite things on the boat. I'm really glad I did that. I just took regular old carpentry screws because this is wood underneath. It went right in. The spare tire under the front. And up here is kind of boring really. It's just a standard tongue hookup with a swinging hitch. Ain't nothing really to it. I did have trouble, because I drive an old truck, but I had trouble finding a hookup for this. So I have my factory truck hookup and an adapter to be able to fit onto the trailer. I'll probably do something different with that to make it a little easier. But after owning it these 2 months, the few things that I would do to it, I plan on getting new straps for the back, probably boat buckles. I had them on my last boat and they were awesome. I'm gonna get some furniture cover and stuff to go down the side right here. As you can see, somewhere on here, I got in a little fight with a tree and scraped her up a little bit. It is what it is when you're trying to bounce around in the water, I guess. I'm gonna move the factory fish finder up to the front and probably put a Garmin 93 SV in that one spot. And then later on, I might just get rid of the factory one completely and do another 93 SV up front. The boat only weighs, probably with everything on it, I'd say about 2,000 pounds. Being generous. I drive a 99 GMC Sierra, the 5.3 in it, and it hauls this thing no problem. If you're even considering getting one of these and it's in your budget, absolutely get one. my only complaints with this thing are small, nitpicky stuff. The most expensive thing on it that I want to do is a different fish finder. That one works, it just doesn't have graphing or like GPS or anything like that. It'll read your depth and it'll give you some basic contours, but it won't show you stumps or rock piles or nothing along those lines. So if you're on the fence about getting one of these, absolutely get one. This is my first boat newer than a 2000 model. This is a 2020. And I absolutely love this thing. It is so nice getting out on the water and just turning the key and taking off. It is so nice. Previous owner put this little box in there. It just slips in between the seats. It's just got empty boxes in it right now. The only reason I ain't took it out is because it's nasty underneath it and I don't feel like cleaning it, because I want to go fishing. But it's a big in-depth walk around of the Bass Tracker Classic XL. Highly recommend this boat to anybody looking at one. I think the new ones, they offer in 3 colors now. I think you can get red, black, or white. And I think I'd get the white. If I was able to pick and choose, I believe I'd get white. That thing looks so cool. Anyways, if y'all got any questions, feel free to leave them here in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm hoping to get some actual fishing action videos here pretty soon. I got a new GoPro. I got a couple mounts. One right here, and that I can see by myself when I'm alone. I got one back here on the motor, so if I have a co-angler, I'll be able to get them in the shot too. One more thing I want to mention. It's how easy this thing is to grease and service. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt. But you got this hubcap here. You can literally just grab it and pull it off. And there's a grease zerk in the middle to grease your bearings. And back here you just got a couple grease zerks on the motor and the steering rack. And that's it. And it's easy peasy to service. See if I can pull it off one-handed. Just like that. And you take that little dust boot out, and there's a grease zerk on the inside of it. Easy peasy. Doesn't get much easier than that. But let's just walk around to the Tracker Classic XL. Hope y'all liked the video. If y'all got any questions, just feel free to leave a comment. I plan on making videos on all the upgrades I do to it. Hopefully getting some fishing videos soon. So I'll catch y'all later.